السلام عليكم، معكم دكتور رائد جيمر. حياكم الله جميعا في قناتي. Welcome for Hogwarts Legacy. طيب، وصلنا للبارت ده. هذا البارت الثاني. البارت ده تعرف مقدمة انه زي ما تقول ايش يعلموك فين تنام، في أي فصل، في أي كلاس انت. انا الى الان صراحة وقفت على هنا، ما كملت الكلاسات، لا رحنا مع عند مدرسين ولا رحنا لفينا ولا اي مكان، على طول وصلنا لهنا وقفت. الحين نكمل نشوف الحين يمكن يدونا التعليمات حق الفصول وش المناهج اللي راح نتعلمها.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
اختبار مستوى.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
أول كتاب ذا وش صار بالضبط؟
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
حطيتيه تحت باطك
Thank you, Professor. But
واختفى.
what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
تدري إلى الآن ما دخلت المدرسة ولا لفيت فيها، وقفت على الكلاس
I
حقي.
certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
اتباع أستاذ ويزلي. دقيقة.
Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what
Revelio?
details the field guide can provide?
اوكي نايس. اوكي جيب جمع صفحات الدليل الميداني في هوغوارتس. اوكي، هذا هو مستواك في السحر، ان نقطة الخبرة المكتسبة من التحديات تزيد من مستوى القوة. اوكي طيب، هذا يتبع دليل الميدان تقدمك في التحدي الحالي والمتابعة، ويجب اختيار قائمة التحديات. اوكي، هذه صفحات الدليل الميداني: الاستكشاف، المهام، القتال. شوف صفحات الميداني. اوكي، كل تحدي يحتوي على مستويات، وبعد إكمال كل مستوى يتم فتح مجموعة من المكافآت الخاصة بدل من المظاهر وصول الترقيات المهمة. حلو، يعلموك ويشرحوا لك كل صغيرة وكبيرة. تجب مطالب مكافآت من قائمة تحديات، تجب العودة بين الحين والآخر لتحصل الجوائز التي فتحتها. طبعا أنا ما اخترت الجائزة.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Revelio.
اوكي، وتمكن من اللوحة يخرج أحد. واو، كيف افتح هذه الاشياء؟ نايس، والله ابداع.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
اللي ماشي على قيم مهلك. إظهار. إيش هذا؟
Revelio.
أوكي. طيب سوري، خلاص فرقات من بروفيسور ويزلي، الأستاذة ويزلي، سوري.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
أوكي، أفتح الخريطة. تنقسم هوغورت لمنطقتين أساسية، حيث يضم الجانب الأيسر من الخريطة كهذا اليسار مساكن طلاب وأساتذة، كما يتضمن الغرفة المشتركة للمنازل والقاعة الكبرى. يجب اختيار منطقة الدرج الكبير للمتابعة. هذا في طريق عرض تنكر لها فلوس متاحة. اوكي، اما الجانب العلمي من الخريطة فيمكن يعتبر مواقع اكاديمية مهمة بمثال برج علم الفلك والمكتبة والبيوت الخضراء. يجب اختيار المنطقة الملحقة للمكتبة للمتابعة. هذه المكتبة. اوكي، انتقال. نايس، يعني مو لازم تاخذ لفة.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the
Wow.
Our King's Cross Station, so to speak.
نحن في القاعة.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
طيب.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
نفسه تعلم الدارك.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
جعب الزبدة. كيف ما أدري.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
والله طلباتها مرة كثير. باقي انت كمان متى نخلص؟ ترى باخذ لفة ترى. عندك كمان فصل ما بتأخر.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
يا أخي أنت عسل والله أسطورة. كيف فكينا الكتاب؟ أوكي أنا العلامة دي القصة. اوكي في بعض المهمات راح يكون عليها قفل عشان لازم مستواي يعلى عشان اقدر العب بيه. غير كذا لازم احل الواجبات والدروس الاساتذة اللي ادوك اياه عشان احصل على تعويضات جديدة. طيب which one؟ لا خلينا في صف التعويضات.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
أخيرا تم إنجاز المهمة. مرحبا في بوصلة مسحورة، لقد تم فتح عنصر جديد. جود في شيء كثير فقط. اوكي طيب نحن هنا عندي تحديات. مكافأة مظهر الثياب المعدات نظرتها. يجب جمع 2 من صفحات الدليل الميداني. اوكي وهذا المهام. طيب
Revelio. Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind.
لوموس
But I'm
الضوء.
not sure what to do next.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
طيب
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
طيب اوكي
Do
لوموس.
come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that
اي
solves the
والله.
mystery.
That spot must be a clue.
طيب
I
بعدين
should look around in case it's nearby.
Professor Howard was carrying them
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
آه.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
طيب نرجعها ليه لا.
I heard that someone passed.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
نهاية المهمة الأولى.
Find it hard to get the right consistency with the computer.
إذا هذا أول لغز صراحة easy.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
أقول لها ولا ما أقول لها؟ لا لا حرام يا شيخ،
I
جات
found
طلبت
the
مني
location
مساعدة في النهاية
depicted
زي
in the
كذا.
painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
تم إنجاز في مهمة ثانية أنجزتها. حلو. تم فتح قفل التحدي. نايس. ليفل 2. طيب دقيقة نشوف المهام. لا التحديات قصدي سوري. بس هذا طيب بعدين ماما بالله ماني مستعجل على الجيم هلا نتدلع منلفلف نشوف ايش فيه.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
اقدر والله اقدر. واو انا فرحت. واو ما ادري فين رايح بس انا مرة مبسوط. اوكي اوكي ارسم يا حبيبي ارسم. Can I speak with you? No? اوكي. لسه نازل. طيب لا نطول ولا نرجع نتبع القصة عشان بصراحة هم قاعد يوجهونا او قاعد تعرف تعليمات على بداية اللعبة.
My great aunt was a Hufflepuff. She says
اوكي نشوف الخريطة. أول كلاس نحضره. ايه شيلني معاك. كار.
Revelio.
اوكي عندنا نار هنا. دفاع ضد برج. اوكي بعدين عندنا هنا
Lumos.
برضو.
It was an accident. I will talk about this.
اوف اوف والله تجري بيه من بفاز تجري وراه. طلعت قوية. هاي كري. والله صراحة بدي استكشف كل شيء قبل ما ابدأ الجيم. مشكلة كده راح ننفضح. انا بالمدرسة اوه الحمامات باتروم. ان شاء الله في هذه اللي تطلع الجزء الاول والثاني لما تطلع من الحمامات لكنها مقتولة. اوه ايش هذا سحر في الحمام مدري الطبخة. خدت لي زي مدرسة.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
What are you up to
And then the werewolves
قاعد
join the
صف
goblins and
التعويضات.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of
ما اقدر افك
by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was
واو
Albert Boot.
هذا ما شفته. نحن فين بالضبط؟ اوكي نحن المبنى الثاني اللي في اليمين. يلا نبدأ المهمة.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms?
ولا واحد فيهم.
Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
والله ما حد عارف المعلومة.
A basic summoning charm. Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
تعويضة جديدة. من جد وقفة مدرسين.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner.
Thank you,
I see a
thank
lot
you.
of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
شوف الإبداع كيف. شوف كيف.
So why don't we have our newest students start us off?
Now what?
Very simply,
أكيو.
cast Accio
Okay.
on one of the spheres.
سحر استدلاء أكيو تسحب الهدف في القرب من ملقيه. يجب الضغط على استمرار R2 والضغط على الزر المخصص لإلقاء أكيو. ثم السحب.
The marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall. That's it.
كيف بس؟ هذه من أول ضربة.
Excellent.
لا هذه قوية.
Very good.
هذه قوية، مرة قوية.
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition.
هذا في منافسة؟
Would you care to give our students a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
يلا.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
يلا 50. والله جاب 30. ايه شوف. لا مو هذا. كيف بس؟ لا تطيح. نايس. والله الحركرك شوف كيف. يلا يلا مو انتي ولا 10 زيك. شويش خربتها. هذا الغرور. والله فادت. أمانة بالله فاتت علي.
Nicely done.
Again, please again.
Let us make this
Can we?
a bit more interesting, shall we?
ايوه شوف. هيا.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now.
شوف
You
والله.
will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
ايوه 30 لحظة.
There we go.
بسرعة بسرعة بسرعة.
Stay focused.
Let
قهر.
us see this.
بليز تيك اوت. ايوه 60 60.
That is how it's done.
والله ما ادري تزبط ولا ما تزبط. ايوه 50.
That's it.
والله لو جابت الثالثة راح تفوز رجالة. سوقي فيها. ايوه هلا فازت. حلو. يلا تقدر تقدر تقدر.
Do not be discouraged.
والله فازت. هو والله تحدي سهل.
Very good, both of you. Well,
هذا التسليك ده يسلكوا لك. حناخذ اف ويديني يمكن نجمة واحدة كمان.
class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there.
Sorry,
You took
sorry.
the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
يسعدني أنا إنك تتفهمين الأمر. إيه أنا دبر
Thank you,
أمري.
but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence.
أيوة.
I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
يعني وغدو يقدروا يستخدموا السحر او مدرسة وغدو يقدروا يستخدموا السحر without العصا اللي فيها ديهم.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts.
Me too, I'm happy
I
also.
think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course,
A word, if you would.
خلاص زعلني ترى. أمانة بالله لا ترسبني في المادة.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
ربحت أول جائزة.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
هي تحس إنه مص.
Hello.
في له هبل
How's your
شوية.
first day coming along?
تيجينا هنا. في صندوق فوق على المستوى الأول. طبعا أنا تعديت المستوى الأول صح؟ المهام الجانبية متاحة الآن. يمكن يعتبر مهام جانبية متاحة. اوكي طبعا المهام الجانبية فين؟ بحاول استمتع. ابى استمتع قد ما اقدر. يا الله.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
واو. طيب اعتقد في سايد ميشن
I
هنا.
really have made a mess of it.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Amit tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
أي سحر. طيران بعيد أنا أرفض. شوف كم كتاب ناخذ الحين.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books.
أكيو؟ أكيو يا.
Got it. Only 4 more to go.
طيب. easy. Nice. فين الكتب فين الكتب يا اخي والله شكرا جد شكرا بهاي ثالث طب باقي رابع وخامس وهنا سوري لقينا الفراشة لا طيب فين الكتاب هاي برو ما اعتقد هذا كتابنا غريبة ماني شايف ولا كتاب يعني ايش؟
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
هم قالوا هنا بالمنطقة دي بس انا حاطين علامة طيب طلعنا فوق عباءة هل يمكن اقترح حاضر السحر في المكتبة؟ اعتقد في كتب هنا يمديك تتعلم السحر فيها كمان. تو انا اخذت 3 كتب صح؟ ايوه سوري ايزي.
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
لا بقرا بصراحة عيب كيف ما نقرا. Last book. We need the last book. I'm sure you'll find the book in here. Where is it? بأمانة بالله الكتاب واحد. مشكلة باقي لي كتاب واحد بس. Where is it? Where is it? هذه الفراشة.
Lumos.
شفت الكتاب؟ اي والله شايفه.
That's the last
خلاص
book.
لقينا
Now
كتاب.
to take them back to Cressida.
أول مراية، فين المراية؟ تحت.
Lumos.
يلا. إن شاء الله أنا تحت صح؟
How nice to see you, my young friend.
هيا أقعد أدور. ما أدري الكتاب تحت، المراية تحت ولا فوق؟ هنا؟ بدينا دحين نلعب شرعات. أعتقد إنه فوق. في الجهة الثانية. كويكلي. أيوه هنا. بسم الله. شوف هنا. خلاص. بديت خلاص افهم الجيم. بديت صراحة ايزي سهل ترى والله مو صعب. والله اوعدكم وعد ترى اللي راح يشتري الجيم ده ما راح يندم بالعكس. طيب خلينا نرد.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
ربما مكافأة لإبقاء الأمر مذكرة سرا. لا خليني good student, good behavior.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me.
طيب خلينا دحين نروح المهمة الرئيسية. اوكي from here. اوكي في صندوق هنا ولا ما في؟ لا ما في صندوق.
What are you up to now?
مين ده؟ والله الصورة حلوة. هذا اللوحة تصور الساحر الشاب اليتيم إيلياس الذي اشتهر بإنقاذ قريته بالكامل من الجيش من المخلوقات. ازديان الساحر الظلام عن طريق استحضار على شكل فار. أقدر أفتح القفل ده؟ لا. ليفل 2. ما في شيء هنا؟ في صندوق. ما اقدر افكه ولا ايه؟ لا ما اقدر. يبغى ننزل تحت. لا نطلع فوق. ايش في؟ ايش العيون دي؟ another class.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
اوكي another تعويذة. هذه شوية صعبة.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
كم متكل اخ.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
Okay.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Aye.
Remember. Good. Now, well done.
Levioso.
Nice.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Hey.
Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
المرة الأولى اتهزمت، المرة الثانية أكيد لا. إن شاء الله.
This should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive.
Levioso.
What are you doing up there?
Levioso. Rather good at this, aren't you?
I know.
هيا.
Stupid.
Ooh.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say
حبيت الجيم.
Bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian's
Thank
son,
you.
by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires
هو اصلا قال لي
intention
البروفيسور keep it secret، يعني لا تبلغ احد.
fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
ما تشوف عزق لي لما خبرت الاستاذ ويزلي. اوكي هناك منظمة مبارزة معينة غير مصرحة بدرا. اوكي.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then.
Oof.
Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
هذا اللي دائما اهلك يحذروك لا تمشي مع الاشكال دي. والله يعلمك الاشياء اللي مو مضبوطة.
Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Until next time.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Revelio.
طيب شكرا على المتابعة، لا تنسون اللايك وشير وسبسكرايب. مع السلامة.